Hello everyone, Simon here. We continue to architect our prison and so this game. So the thing is, look, there's achievements. There's achievements for getting 1,000 prisoners in your prison. Although yeah, so there's an achievement for getting 1,000 prisoners, it's basically building a giant prison. And there's also achievements for selling your prison for $1 million, which if we look at our if you look at our if you look at our wait a minute, where is it? Valuation. Basically double this. I can sell the prison and get $1 million and get that achievement. So there's like achievements for those things. The problem with the 1,000 prisoner prison is that, as far as I can tell, the game doesn't really change from 100 to 1,000. And by that I mean we're just gonna copy and paste these modules until there's enough space for 1,000 people, is what I think is gonna happen. Which is not interesting. I mean, it's just not interesting if that's all we're gonna do for the rest of the game, right? So I don't know if I even want to do that. Do I even want to do... I don't know. I don't know if I even want to do that. It seems a little silly if all we're gonna do is copy and paste. Like, what's the point of playing the game if we're just gonna copy and paste? Like, if all of this works fine, then why do we need to do anything other than copy and paste? Like, people are complaining about family and recreation and all that, but they're not taking advantage of the available recreation. In fact, they're all mostly just walking around in the corridors. So yeah, I don't know. I'll copy and paste a little bit more, but I just wanna think about how much more of this I want to do. So in the meantime, let me just go foundations, brick building there. In fact, let me just get these up and running. How much money do I have? 68,000? Let me just get these things up and running. And maybe I'll even buy land. Just go ahead and buy the land in preparation for... Actually, I need this to like be swapped around, don't I? Wait, why are they not... So I want to copy and paste, but I need this to also be the other way around. So to be careful, how do I copy and paste this? Objects, large cell door there and there. Large cell door there and there. And then door there and there. Yeah, look, I mean, I'm just gonna build 2 more blocks, and that gives me another 50 prisoners. So that's like 160. And then if I build another set of these, that will put it at 260. And then if I then copy this whole thing over here, that's 500. And then we copy that again, then it's 1,000. Basically, we're just copy and pasting our way to victory. Which seems silly if that's all we're gonna do for the achievement. Or maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll just do it. Stop complaining about it and do it. I think I also need a bigger storage. So let me think about materials. Let's see. Foundations, brick. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. There, and we're gonna just extend the armory a little bit just to keep things... Well, actually, no, we're not. We're not gonna extend the armory. And then we're gonna get a bigger storage. I don't know how big my storage wants to be. And then I'll delete that and then have more visitation and parole, I think. So then, let me just let that happen. Alright, speed that up. 18 have serious complaints. 20 have serious complaints. It's basically food time that they're having serious complaints. I wonder if I should put like a staff door back here. Like staff door back here and back here, so the kitchen staff can go through here. Logistics. Alright, max jobs are being max jobs. Good. So we're just gonna go... Actually, we don't have windows here, do we? Do we have windows? No. Let's put the windows there, because we should. And then we're gonna planning, unplan that, go clone that, utilities, and then we're gonna power that. And how many circuits, how many TVs do we have? CCTV, not that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 I think so far as a CCTV. I'm just gonna do that. And then the next part, we're going to clone that and that, and then we're gonna clone not the middle, because the middle we need to, we actually want to clone that. Did I? Okay. So not the middle cell. Someone's digging again, and then the yard, and then that. Let me just lock this open, and then I'm gonna clone that to there, and then I'm gonna clone. Actually, let me just clone that to there, clone that to there, clone those, and nope, clone. Is my I think my computer's lagging now because it's struggling to keep up with the simulation. Alright, so there's that, and then we're gonna have to put one more cell there, which is gonna be one of these, basically. Clone that there. Alright, done. Materials, yeah, concrete floor. Alright, let me just let the builders figure that out. What's going on there? Not much. So if I want to make another set of that, I need a bit more land down here. In fact, probably like 2 more expansions that way. And then to fit that, another set of those, I need 2 expansions that way. It's gonna be quite expensive. But I mean, money is just money. Like, money is just spend time and you get money. Foundations, this is supposed to be brick there, I think. In fact, let me come back here and... How big do I want the storage? Massive, massive storage. 30. Um, 30? Do I actually want 30? Do I want storage that big? I guess I do. Alright, we'll figure that out pretty soon. Someone just got tased as usual. I don't know if I need more guards. We should probably secure the road. The prisoners never come out here. Okay, never mind. The prisoners are not let out here because it's not secure. The dog's injured. Wow. I mean, good news is that like nobody's assigned to eat here because nobody's living in the in the holding cell anymore. Also, rooms. We're gonna switch this to a staff door. Maybe I should undo these cells. Let me go rooms. Let me just undo those cells. I'll redo them later on. Deployments, guard patrols. There. There. There and there. Never mind. Somebody needs to keep building this. This is so inefficient. Like the sequencing of the construction is pretty inefficient. Maybe I should do a better job next time. What did he do? Destroying a shower? Why? Why are you destroying the shower? They're volatile. I mean, some people are just volatile. They just destroy things for no reason. What is this guy? Volatile as well. Break stuff for no reason. So I mean, like this game doesn't. I don't think it has much of an end game because like once you get to a certain point, or maybe if you're different from me, then you wouldn't copy and paste. But if you're the kind of person I am, then you just copy and paste your way to victory. But I mean, I feel like there could be a bit more game in this game. If you've played The Sims, I played The Sims 3, and the way that game has it, I mean, The Sims you just kind of play a sim and just kind of live your life. But more than that, you know, as you play, the game will dynamically offer you objectives. Like, for example, if you make a painting, then the game will offer you a quest to make 3 more paintings. So depending on what you do, the game will say, hey, do some more of this and we'll reward you for it. So it's just, I mean, it's kind of dumb when you say it like that, but in terms of just kind of encouraging the people to keep playing and to do more things, it just says, okay, it seems like you want to do this. Let me reward you if you do more of this. And that's kind of fun. It's actually kind of fun. And so then it just kind of directs you. So, you know, here in this game, you have these grants. And these grants are quite good because they basically tell you what you should do next. There's objectives, there's prerequisites, and then you complete them, you get a reward. So this is the kind of quest system that gives you an incentive to kind of build a bigger prison. And the way we're going now is that, you know, I'm working towards, I guess, cell block D eventually. But once we get to this point, once you get past cell block C up to 100 prisoners, once you get to 100 prisoners, you've pretty much done everything the game wants you to do, and then the rest of it is just, there's so little to do, at the end game is what I mean. So like even though there's an achievement to build a prison that holds 1,000 prisoners, the game doesn't really have anything for you at that scale, if that makes sense. Like the grants don't do anything. I mean, if you have like a more dynamic quest system, you might consider, for example, maybe there's like a special guest or something, and you have to, you know, lock down your prison in a certain way, or you have to maintain security in a certain way for a certain amount of time, or maybe there's a special prisoner you must keep alive. Like maybe like they bring in a snitch, like a super snitch that everybody wants to kill, and you have to keep that person alive. And like something like that would require you, for example, to build an actual um protective custody. Oh crap! Someone just died. It will require you to build an actual protective custody thing. Who died? A snitch. See, like that. Ex-law enforcement, quick and dead. So, there's like this snitches and ex-law enforcement in your prison. Maybe it can be like a special mission. So like every so often stuff happens, and maybe like you need to parole 5 people or something. I don't know. I don't know. Just something. Just smaller, more frequent objectives, just to keep you interested in the game. Otherwise, like, what am I doing now? I can basically just do nothing. Just sit here and watch the prison. But up until this point, like this stuff has provided the impetus for doing stuff in the game. And now that we've run out of grants, we've kind of run out of things to do. Even though this is not an ideal prison, not by a long shot. Like an ideal prison would separate the security levels a bit better. Like instead of just one prison, it'll be like 3 prisons in one. Imagine like a couple of blocks of low security with their own set of services, and then a larger block of medium security with its own set of services, and then a smaller block of high security with its own services, and it's just kind of like a secure corridor leading one to the other, and then the prisoners never mix. So that would be a better prison if you don't let those people mix, and then you have protective custody, and every time you find a snitch, you just kind of send them to protective custody. And again, the protective custody would be a separate wing of the prison that the other prisoners can't get to. And that would be how you would you'd build a proper prison. But that's not really what we're doing right now. I mean, the fact that this high quality cells and lower quality cells means that eventually the prisoners will be separated according to how well they behave. But not for a while. Like it'll take a while for that to happen. Let me demolish this wall here. And then we're gonna brick wall our way down here and brick wall our way up here. And then we go into materials, demolish walls. I don't really need to do this, I don't think. Anyway, we're gonna do that. And then go to rooms. Actually, no, objects, door there. And then door there and door there. And then brick wall. We have 2 more psychologist offices. That's basically what I'm doing. And then we're gonna have a corridor down here. Change my mind. Door there. And then we're gonna go foundation, no, materials, brickwork. Where are these tunnels? Don't know if I should, like, search the whole prison again.